Hi there guys, Scott in the UK. It's gone 2 AM in the morning here, but I'm still awake and just putting this training together for you that is titled How to Get 1,000 People in Your Team in 30 Days. It might sound really difficult and unrealistic to some of you, and you might think, how the hell am I going to get 1,000 people in my team in 30 days when you might have been in businesses before and struggled to recruit and only sponsored 1 or 2 people into your business in the whole time that you was in the business. But guys, using this technique and these strategies, it's quite easy to get 1,000 people in your team in 30 days. Okay, I mean, I've been working on my other business today, so I've not spent any time on ProSpring at all. Okay, so I've got two businesses. I've got another online business that I've done, so I sort of divide my time between the two. So I've committed to my other business today. I've not done nothing at all with ProSpring apart from this training that I'm going to give you now. Okay, so the interesting thing that happened to me today though with ProSpring was yesterday I posted in the group a picture just to G people up to show them that it's possible, a picture of my direct numbers in my team, and I've sponsored 145 people, I think it was, on the picture into ProSpring since the first day that I joined, which is 2 weeks ago yesterday. Okay, so in 2 weeks I brought 145 people in. Now all day today I've been receiving messages from people who are in ProSpring, not necessarily in my downline but in the group, in Kevin Pierce's group, asking me, how do you do that? How do you bring all those people into your team? How do you recruit like that? Okay, so I'm just going to tell you now exactly how I do it. The first thing that you need to do is you really need to be committed to doing this for 30 days. So you need to ask yourself, why it is you have joined this company, what it is you want out of the company, and what your vision of success actually is. Because it's really difficult to achieve success if you don't have a clear vision of what success actually means to you. So you need to know what success means to you before you can go out and try and achieve that, if that makes sense. There's no point going out to try and get things if you don't know what it is you're actually trying to achieve, because you're going to have to set yourself specific targets along the way, but if you don't know what you're achieving, how can you set yourself targets along the way? I wake up every single day, and I appreciate that other people have full-time jobs, they have they have full-time jobs, they have social lives, they have family, they have other commitments, part-time jobs, whatever it is, and they're not like me because I dedicate this full-time. So I can get up early in the morning, set my targets, and be committed to getting those, and I've got all day to achieve those. And I set myself a target, and there's no such word as don't in my book. I hate to fail. So if it means staying up till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to achieve what I wanted to achieve, if it means training 10 people, if that's my target, or recruiting 10 people in my team, or speaking to 100 people, I'll stay up till whatever, till I've actually completed that. And most times I do. I set myself quite a high target, so even if I don't quite reach that target, I've still got some success that day. Okay, so ask yourself what success actually is to you. Your reasons why you are in this business, your reasons why you've joined the company. Is it because you want financial freedom? Is it because you want more time to spend with your family? Is it because everybody's always told you that this is a load of rubbish and you can't make money online, and you've been in businesses before and they've always failed? Whatever your reason for you wanting success is, you need to have a clear vision of why you want that success and what success actually means to you. Sorry, it's getting really late, I'm getting tired. Okay, so once you know that, hopefully you will then be committed to taking 2 or 3 hours a day out of your day for the next 30 days. Now again, you might be thinking, how can I spend 2 or 3 hours a day on my business when I have this to do, this to do, this to do, and this to do, and this to do? Guys, if you want this bad enough, if you look at this opportunity for what it actually is, considering we've got 2 months before we launch, okay, there's going to be thousands, and there's already thousands of people, and there's going to be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people in worldwide before we launch. And when we launch, it's just going to go absolutely crazy, because people are going to start winning on the lottery, people are going to see the earnings that people start making, and everybody's going to want a piece of that. So it's going to go, you know, there's going to be a tidal wave up till launch, but after launch there's going to be a hell of a tsunami coming towards us. Okay, so do you want a piece of that? If you do, then, and if you want it bad enough and you know what success means to you, then take time out of your day for 30 days and commit 2 hours or 3 hours a day. Okay, so that might mean that you can only go to the gym once that week instead of 3 times, or might mean that you're going to miss Coronation Street for 2 or 3 days, or the 9 o'clock news, or whatever it is you do. Just be committed for 30 days, take time out, 30 days of your life, take those 30 days for something that can actually change your life. You know, and if that's what you're wanting to achieve, you want to achieve financial freedom that's going to change your life, can you take 30 days out of your life to do that? It's a no-brainer, guys. If you want this bad enough, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so you're still with me, hopefully. You've committed to taking 2 or 3 hours a day out of your day for 30 days. Okay, so how do we get 1,000 people into your team? This is how we do it. Okay, in the Facebook group you will see my Facebook trainings. Training number 1 shows you how to have a conversation with your friends on Facebook. Only takes 5 minutes, and at the end of that conversation, in a really subtle way, you leave them with your link. Okay. In the morning, myself and Pierce are going to post another video in the group, which is exactly the same really, but with telephone calls. Okay. Telephone calls are going to be even quicker to do than Facebook. You can leave people your link within 30 seconds. Okay. So watch those 2 training videos, and that will show you how to connect with people. Okay. So day 1, well, first of all, you've already watched the 2 videos. Day 1, you're going to start on your 30-day challenge. We're going to call it a 30-day challenge. Okay. So day 1, you're going to contact 50 people. Okay. You're going to make contact with 50 people, whether that's 25 Facebook friends, 25 phone calls, or 50 Facebook friends and no phone calls, or 20 and 30, whichever way you want to do it. You're going to make contact with 50 friends, okay, and 50 people will then have your link. Okay, let's take it really conservatively that only half of those people are actually going to go and bother to look at your link. Okay, so 25 people are going to look at your link, and out of those 25 people will be really conservative again. So 25 divided by 5, so 20%. 5 people out of those 25 are going to go and pre-register with your link. Okay, by speaking to 50 people, and that's took 2 or 3 hours to do that. Okay, make sure you're stressing as well that we're not asking for bank details, driving license, addresses, or anything like that. We're just asking for an email address and a name. And 5 people out of 50 people that you're speaking to, conservatively, will sign up and pre-register with ProStream. Fantastic. Okay, 5 people. You might think, okay, that's not going to make 1,000 people in a month. Okay. So this is how you do it. Days 2, 3 and 4, you repeat exactly what you did day 1. So by the end of day 4, you've got 5, 10, 15, 20 people that have signed up and pre-registered with your link. Okay, so day 5, 6 and 7, okay, which takes you to the end of week 1, you are not going to do what you did first 4 days. You're going to go back to all your people, all the people that are working your business, and you're going to teach them exactly what you've done. So you're going to show them this video, you're going to show them the Facebook trainings, you're going to show them the telephone call training, you're going to plug them into the Facebook group, you're going to show them all the tools and the support and the adverts and everything that we've got. You're going to teach them everything that you know in days 5, 6 and 7, and you're going to make them commit to doing exactly what you've done. Okay, so you've got 20 people. Not all of those 20 people are going to do that. Okay, not all of those 20 people are going to see the vision that I see and see the potential of this company and this opportunity. So let's be conservative again. Let's be really conservative and say 25%. What? 5 people out of your 20 are going to do exactly the same as you. Okay, week 1's finished. You've recruited 20 people. Out of those 20 people, you've trained all those 20, and 5 people are going to go out and do exactly what you did in week 1. Week 2, you're going to do the first 4 days exactly the same as you did week 1. You're going to connect with 50 people a day, half of them will look at your link, and hopefully 5 conservatively will sign up with your link. So another 20 people you've brought in. Okay. Week 5, 6 and 7, you're going to go back to those 20 people, do exactly the same as you did in week 1 and teach them the same. Okay. Here's the magic. Okay, so you might be thinking, okay, yeah, I've got 20 people week 1, 20 people week 2, week 3 and week 4, that's 80 people, where's the 1,000 people? Here's where the magic happens, okay? The 5 people that you've trained to go and do exactly the same in week 1 have gone out in their first 4 days, and they've spoke, you had 20 but only 5 have taken it seriously, so only 5 are going to go and bother to do this. So out of those 5 people, they've connected with 50 people every day for 4 days, and they've trained their people every day. Okay, so it's getting really late, so let me get the figures right. So 5 people have gone that, they've gone and got 20 people each. Okay, so there's 100 people. Yeah, so they're going to train those 100 people in days 5, 6 and 7, and that's going to leave them with 20 people that want to take the business seriously and commit to do the 30-day challenge. Okay, so week 3, you do exactly the same. You go your first 4 days, you speak to 50 people, and for the next 3 days after that, you concentrate on teaching those people the 30-day challenge, as I'm going to call it. Okay, so your first lot of people that you've trained have gone out and got 100 people, of which 20 are going to be serious. So those 20 people in week 3 are going to go out and get 20 people each. 20 times 20, 400 people. Okay, and your people that you trained in week 2 are going to go out in week 3 and find 100 people. There's another 500 people to your team. Okay, and week 4, exactly the same. You do exactly the same. Your people that you brought in the first week have trained their people, who have trained their people, and it just carries on like that. Okay, so we've already got to 400, those 20 people each recruited 20 people, there's 400 people, of which only 25% of those take it seriously, so 80 people commit to doing the 30-day challenge, 80 people bringing 20 people, there's 1,600 people without going into the people that you brought in week 3 and week 4 and what they're going to bring in as well. Okay, so we're well over 1,000, we're probably over 2,000 people in your team in 30 days, and guess what? You've only been doing that for 4 weeks, so you've got 2 days off at the end of it, or you can take 2 days off in the middle, whichever way you wish to do it. Okay, so guys, I want everybody to get plugged into this, everybody to start doing this training. Look at those 2 videos, those first 4 days, go out, get your 5 people every single day and teach those people. At the end of the week, they'll go and do the same with their people next week. You repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Guys, what I want to see is people posting updates in the group of how their 30-day challenge is. So at the end of day 1, if you've gone out and you've brought your 5 people in, I want you posting it in the group saying I've brought my 5 people in and it's got a 30-day challenge. Okay, and just keep keep posting videos in the group of how your 30-day challenge is progressing, and we're just going to really blitz and blow this team to pieces. Pro Springboks guys, you all rock. I hope you all achieve the success that you want, and I hope this helps you just a little bit. So finally, 2:30 in the morning, it's good night from me.